We would like to thank Countrywide Bank for their support. Why don't you support them?
I've been advised on money by plenty of experts with different ideas. You can boil it all down to one simple piece of common sense. Bank investments that offer a good return are best. You probably know that already. So like me, you're considering a Countrywide Bank Investor Line account or term deposit. I know my money is well looked after at Countrywide Bank, while I'm spending more time at the back of the house. Think about it.
Just over 60 years ago, this New Zealand team strode out to do battle with England in our first official test here at Lancaster Park. They lost by 8 wickets in just 3 days, but we had achieved test status, and with that began a cricket history full of highs and lows, some controversy, but a lot of characters. It had been 36 years since the first national team was chosen. The opponents were the Aussies, this time in the shape of New South Wales. The venue, Lancaster Park, the result, a resounding defeat. In those early years, we truly were the novices of world cricket, and our lads took a lot of stick from the Australian and English greats that toured here. Players like Victor Trumper, for instance, who with his very bat used to pound the pickets wherever he went. The bat was autographed by the 1905 Australian tourists and presented to the New Zealand Cricket Council immediately after Trumper had thrashed 172 runs off the New Zealand bowling attack in just over 2 hours at the Basin Reserve, where it's now housed in the National Cricket Museum. Our crowds were privileged to see such great teams, but New Zealand did have its heroes too. Dan Rees was an all-rounder who captained his country and played top cricket in both Australia and England. And later, Hawke's Bay's Tom Lowry, who in 1927 led a fine bunch of cricketers on a 38-match tour of England. Lowry, who had toured New Zealand with the MCC while a Cambridge University student, led the team to 7 first-class victories and paved the way for Test status. They were very popular with everybody, including the press.
When I played in England, the press chaps used to come along and say, "Please, sir, what do you think?" And when I went back in 1927, I thought the same rules applied, but they definitely had changed in those 3 years. And somebody heard me describing to one pressman what I thought of him, and they said, "You can't say that nowadays to the press." So you better give him a cocktail party at the Savoy, and we had a marvellous press after that.
The team included legendary figures such as Stewie Dempster, who topped the batting averages, all-rounder Roger Blunt, the first New Zealand